And here we are again, everyone. How's it going today? I hope well. My name is Jaime, the shut-in cartoonist. We're at vlog 86 on a Friday. It's about noon, and it is Juneteenth. Finally, a nationally recognized holiday. Another one in there. We're going to talk about that later. And of course, we are vlogging from the Tortilla Press World headquarters located in Alameda, which is that quaint little island that floats right off the coast of Oakland, California. Today, I'm going to talk about two subjects. Let me put my water down. I know it's later today, but it's just the way it kind of went today. Already have my coffee, for those who are wondering. I want to talk about, well, something political after. I consider it social. You'll probably think it's political. I'll make it brief on that one. But first, I want to talk about comics. And specifically, I want to talk about a wonderful cartoonist who's also a wonderful person, Carol Tyler, and her book, Fab Four Mania. I love this. This is really cool. I suggest you go out and get it. It is on, yes, it is Fantagraphics, which I got it from them. Last time I spoke in person with Carol was at, I think 2 years ago at CXC in Columbus, Ohio. We had quite a great conversation. Carol and I have a shared history in a weird way that where I grew up in Sacramento after I'd moved out and took off back for the Bay Area. Carol and her husband, Justin Green, a great cartoonist as well, and their daughter moved a few blocks down from my mom's. Literally, I got to walk there in a couple of minutes, and lived there for, I don't know how long, like 20 years or something. So we laugh about some of the local stuff because it's kind of a little hidden neighborhood, you know. But anyway, let's get back to Carol's work. This is about her fanaticism of the Beatles. And, you know, who wasn't, especially from the time. I was a little kid. I remember attending, I lived across the street from my aunt at that point, and her daughter, one of my sisters, and a cousin of ours, they were all over there to watch that, and I was in the family room. I hear somewhere there's a photo of them screaming, and it's blurry, and I'm in the background as like a 3 or 4 year old going like this, so you could see me next to him. But I remember that night well, and you know, some of Carol's work in there, it's just really whimsical, gorgeous work. And she recounts it all. It's basically, you know, a diary. She talks about their songs and certain members. And like I said, she really dismissed it as like a fangirl kind of thing. But I find it fascinating. It's really a great work. It's cohesive. It's beautifully rendered, and it's a lot of fun. So do yourself a favor, order this, Fab Four Mania, especially if you're a Beatle fan, which I try to tell younger people that don't know about the Beatles, don't understand. You know, there's also some people that have this racial bias, you know. And I said, man, when the Beatles came out, and soon after I was living in San Francisco in the Mission, then we moved back to Sacramento, and I was living in Oak Park, which is all black. Everybody loved the Beatles. Everybody. They were universally accepted. It was just good music, you know. And yeah, really, really cool. Which brings me up to the second part. Man, I'm doing pretty well here time-wise. And that's all the spazzing out about the Columbus statues being removed. Now, I have a lot of friends, especially in Sacramento. We moved to ESAC, was really a heavy Italian neighborhood, you know. And if it wasn't Italian, it was Catholic. Boy, was it Catholic. But it was Italian, followed by like Portuguese, Greek, some Mexicans and Irish, but you know, most of the Catholic kids, almost, if not one of the parents, both the parents, Italian, Portuguese, Mexican, whatever, parents were from the old countries. So a lot of us kids were bilingual in our languages. And so that being said, it's an old school Italian neighborhood that, of course, like everywhere, it's changed rapidly. And there's a lot of my friends that are just flipping out about the Columbus statue, and they're attaching Italian pride to it. And they think that now everybody hates Italians, and they think taking down these statues are ridiculous, and where's it going to stop? And, you know, once you and instead of like arguing about, this isn't even debatable that Columbus was probably in the top 5 genocide leaders in world history. That's not even debatable. It's a fact. Why attach yourself to him? There's so many Italians and Italian Americans. He's not Italy. He was just an asshole. Why not attach yourself to like Nikolai Tesla? I can get with that. How about Roberto Benigni, one of my favorite of all time comedic actors? You know, I'm just going to stop there because we could just rattle off names after names. So why attach yourself to Columbus? Why? It's not a slam against Italy. It's not a slam against Italian people. It's a slam against fascism, racism, white supremacy, genocide. Period. There's nothing more to it. I mean, granted, and everyone I'm hearing this from, not just, what's his name? Not just Columbus. I forgot the name. And John Sutter and other people, but the only people I'm hearing it from is white people. And I don't know why they care so much. Why do you care? I mean, you understand that it's attached to a lot of shittiness. And I've been hearing this, well, everybody had a dark past. And not everybody was into genocide. Sorry, you know. Not every leader in the entire world was a genocide maniac. Columbus was. So there you go. You know, Cortez was another one, you know. I don't know. But anyway, that was my little final thing. I was just throwing it out there. Go ahead and leave your comments below. I'm cool with it. You know, I'm totally cool. I love to hear your thoughts on any of this, on the Beatles especially, on this book, on the Columbus statues, on genocide. Stop and think about what's happening. It's funny how the white populace is focusing on the wrong fucking stuff. You know, there's protests and they focus on the looters. You know, you take down Columbus's statue, some in the South on, and they're saying, oh, what about our history? Is that your history? Are you telling me you're a genocidal redneck, racist? Is that it? Because if it is, okay, I see your little argument then. But if you claim you're not, but then bitching about that, you can't be both. You know, you can't do both. So anyway, I'll leave you with that. Be sure to subscribe. And I'll also put my website down below if you're interested in any of my artwork or anything. And yeah, if you have to go out today, which I'm going to go for a walk, Amy and I are going to head over to her mom's. We're going to mask up. We're going to wash our hands. We're going to keep the hell away from people. And mostly, we're going to be kind. We're going to be kind to everybody and try to be kind to ourselves. And I hope you do the same. All right, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks.